Hello once again, this is Thotimix and welcome back to Let's Play Motorsport Manager. This is of course Breaking Point, the fourth rookie level challenge, and this is our second attempt. And I actually want to try something a little different this time. Sousa has, soft tires, a little bit more worn. I'm going to see if I can go with high and push and still get in front of Sousa there. Not quite put as much into it. It might be better to just try to get there first and then slow down. We'll see. Perea, going to do the same thing and be willing to burn him as far as I have to. So let's give this a shot. Margate this time off to a better start. Get in front. Get in front, you twerp. Perea right there, ready to pounce. But I've got to get Margate in front, and he's losing. So this is not, in fact, helping me. I don't want you to get past Margate. Would you please pass him? Ugh, that's a disaster. That's just not working. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to restart it. That's a bad idea. I just don't think I can afford, as much as it's going to kill his car, I can't afford to not go all out at the beginning and get that front position. I need to get in front and at least get the benefit of, like, not burning fuel while being stuck behind another guy. It's more efficient if you're burning fuel versus the open road. So let's go with that. There we go. We at least got in front right away. Now let's see if we can back off to high. Yeah, and he's right on my butt, so I don't dare back off anymore. I need Perea. No! Grrr! Gotta go back up again. It's the only way to hold him off. I need Perea to get his butt up here, like yesterday. Okay, now let's try. See if we can back off to high and... Perea's there. Okay, good. Back up, high. Now, you just freaking back the heck off. And I'm going to see if medium is enough to let him... It should be. Because he's got a stronger car. See if he can... If at medium he can hold off Sousa, then I might be able to extend the lead more. But basically I'm just trying to milk this first stint for everything it's worth. Minimal tire wear. And now it's Ricci, not Sousa, back there. Well, fine. I don't care who it is. Oh, man. Perea lost the spot, but he got it back. Oh, that's a fight. Okay, you know what? Put a little more speed into it. Now he's behind. Okay. Go get it back. He got it back. Now, we'll go with high and back up. Obviously, medium isn't going to work. And how are we doing up here? Doing fine on the brakes. Putzing our way around the track. And Pereira's tires are going to become a problem soon. But I honestly don't care. You can be driving on his rims as long as he is in front and slowing everybody else down. Yep, and I don't care about you getting your tires up to temperature. What do you think about that? I think I've got a... You can see his tires are getting worse a lot faster. So it's a risk having him continue to do that. But I just think it's necessary. I got to slow everybody else down because Margate's got to drive slow. I'll have Pereira come in first because he's going to lose his tires sooner. Now I've got to boost the tires up to medium so I don't lose the tires on Margate. So that's as much as I can drag him out in terms of the tire wear. The last time he came out on lap 7. Let's see if I can't nurse him around to lap 8. Or maybe even 9. Okay, he's got a bit of a gap here. What if I move him up to neutral now? Yeah, no kidding. You know, there's just no point keeping you out there anymore, buddy. So, one more stint with the super softs like before and then go mediums. That's for you. Get Margate around more while everybody else burns the crap out of their tires. You can see Sousa now is going to make up some of this ground, it looks like. But they're fighting with each other and fighting with their tires. And they can do every freaking bit of that. Yeah, this is lap 8, and he's definitely not going to make it any longer. That's the best set we've got. The question is this going to be enough now to avoid us getting stuck in traffic? This extra lap that we got out of these tires, that's the key. Pereira in 16th with several seconds of territory in front of him, which is fine. Get back out. A bunch of others pitting at the same time. I love that. That is excellent. And we are in 10th and 11th. With all the cars that started at the back on the harder tires in front of us. Now where's Pereira? Yeah. Pereira, you go up to high and you back those suckers off again. Just tell them to back the freak off. That's a great place to be in because these guys are going to have to come in eventually and they're not the fast cars. We can get by them later if we extend this gap between Margate and Sousa, etc. I think that's really going to work well for us. Alright, Margate should be able to get by just on the strength of your tires without me pushing anything. Thing is, Preya, I'm just going to move you back to neutral. Because now we got all this traffic that's slowing everybody else down. Margate up to 6th. This is definitely working better. Whether it's working well enough is another story, but it is definitely working better. There's Margate up to 5th. You can see, like, the gap between, like, it's... Yeah, we've got a 2-second plus gap back to, like, Sousa. There's a lot of traffic in here. So I'm liking all of that. Now the gap back to Sousa nearly 3 seconds. As we approach the halfway point, we're not there yet. And let's just conserve those tires, get some more. Well, no, I don't want to do that yet. I can see that. That's why I'm going back up to neutral to get you past. Because then there's like a 3-4 second. Oh man, I really need to get past here. No, that's not good. I needed to make that pass on that straightaway. Oh gosh. I just can't afford to invest anything in it. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's do this now. Back up everybody behind you. Well, maybe not, because there's nobody behind you that's in the category I'm worried about. Man, I meant to do this. Back off. There it is. Conserve those tires. You just slow down. Because I don't want you up here. Okay, 3rd place. And this is the 14th lap, which is the one I think I came in on the 14th or 15th lap last time. I can get a couple more laps out of this. But also, I don't want to have to drive the soft tires when they're as low, because I got down to like 15% last time. Should be able to avoid that. Yeah, make this the last lap, 15, so we've got to get 13 more laps. Yep, now he's starting to whine. That's fine. We're definitely going to need to fix those brakes. We got another lap out of it. And what tires? See, those just aren't going to make the distance. I'm going to have to go it on mediums. Okay, says we're going to be 19th. I hope that's not accurate. Preya will pit the next lap afterwards. What's our gap to Sousa? About 4 seconds. That is better than last time. Question is, what kind of traffic? How much traffic do I have to fight with after this pit stop? It's definitely better, but I don't know if it's good enough. Yep, they are. I only want you going one more time around. There you are, up to 2nd. Now you come in and get your mediums. No repairs necessary. Blah, blah, blah. Well, he's happy with his brakes. I'm happy with that. Not so happy with where he is, down in 18th. A lot of cars ahead of him, of course, are going to have to pit. But we're going to need to... push the tires where necessary to get through the traffic. There's a couple drivers coming in. Let's please be ahead of them before they come out. Only passed one of them. And I'm not too worried about the 42 seconds because we're going to be behind other drivers. A lot of them are going to pit and they're going to close that gap. See, there goes the race leader. That's going to close the gap significantly by itself. Question is, can I pick up enough spots without having to fight through traffic all the time? And why do I still have him conserving? Get that spot. Oh, get that spot. Get that spot. Push your tires. Push your tires. Get that spot. There it is. 13th, 29 seconds, 11 laps remaining. And I want to push Perea up as far as he can get, just in case he might be able to slow somebody down. Now up to 11th as more spots go. 10 laps to go. Car's still looking okay. It's eventually going to start falling apart, but it's still looking okay for now. Bruno, Colombo ahead the next couple of cars, also on mediums, and they're a lot more worn. Oh man, we're getting really pushed from behind by, who is that? By King. Yeah, down to half a second. Let's push the tires. Stay ahead of King. I said stay ahead of King. Let's pick up these spots. I said stay ahead of King. You're not listening. Could have really done without that development. But King will probably come back to us as his tires erode. Hope he will. Here comes another pitter. Oh no, it's too early for that. You're doing alright. Still in 10th. 9th now. Get by Bruno. You can't futz around with this. Get by Bruno. Yeah, there's no choice. Push the tires. Can't afford to push them the whole time still. And I think it's time to have Perea start backing off some cars, slow him down. I think he's in the right spot. I could be wrong, but I think he's in the spot where I want him to do that. Don't have to pick up that many more positions. Doggone it. There goes Bach. Wonder how much tires he'll have left at the end. Get by Colombo quickly. Nope, don't quite need a push to make that happen. Oh, Perea, you get back up there. You stay ahead of Sousa. That's like a must. Oh my goodness. Get ahead of Sousa. You've got to slow down that bastard. He's out there on super softs ahead of us, and not far ahead of us either. Alright, now we got to push the tires. Only 5 laps to go. Come on, get by, get by, get by, die! Perea is not, he's blowing everything he has, but he's not catching Sousa. The stupid back and forth with Bach is killing me. Here comes another one. Back up to 6th. Durante retires with a mechanical issue. Okay. That's going to put us up to 5th here in a second. Yeah, ignore the wing. Only a couple laps to go, and the guys in front are going to have problems with their tires. So am I. And, you know, Perea still running flat out. Can't get past Sousa. There he is. Oh, he was by for a second. Is he going to stay in front? Okay. Back off Sousa. I don't think it's going to be enough. Back that bastard off anyway. No, we got like a 20-second gap now. I don't know how that happened, but we're just getting crushed here. Barsati out of fuel, same as happened last time. Perea finishing in 3rd. Looks like we're going to come across in 5th. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to rethink this, obviously. That was better. It was much better. It wasn't nearly good enough. Might have to reconsider. Maybe I want to go out on different tires in that middle stint. Because I think that was the right time to stop in that middle stint. So maybe I go out on softs there or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to rethink that. But I'll do that before the next attempt. Thanks for watching. Clearly not quite there yet with what I need on this one. Hello again, Thetimix here, and back with more Let's Play Motorsport Manager Breaking Point again, of course. Third attempt at the 4th Rookie Challenge. Just get this started, because the beginning is pretty much set. Now we got Margate moving up to first, and then there is that early battle with Souza that we have seen before in the first couple times, and I pretty much got to stay flat out in order to win it. Perea struggling back there, 4th and 5th. Hopefully that ends soon. And yeah, now we're doing better. I want to try to move the engine back. As quickly as possible. Perea still coming up, so I'm going to keep the tires on neutral. Now Perea's up to 3rd. Now Perea is 2nd. Alright, back up and high. Let's try to conserve now the tires. And of course, I did discover last time that trying to go neutral and back up just doesn't work on Perea there. So what am I going to do differently this time as we try to extend the lead here with Margate? Well, I'm going to go with soft tires for the second stint. Talked a little bit about that at the end last time. And that's sort of a double-edged thing. We get a little more run out of them than we got out of the super softs, of course, but it doesn't come without consequences. There is the... we don't get the performance bonus that we're going to get for the super softs. So I'm probably also going to be a little slower. But the idea is that if I go on the softs and then I can repair my parts a little bit later for that second pit stop, maybe I'll be stronger at the end when I've got to move through traffic. And honestly, I don't know it's going to help that much. I don't think it's going to gain 20 seconds, which is what I lost by last time. But I just don't know what else to try. So here we are, extending the lead, lap 4. Everything pretty much going how I want it to at this point. Perea's tires are going to start going soon. And the other question is, am I right to keep on pushing him back? And I think I'm going to bump it up to neutral here. I'm just going to try going back to that. And then with that, bump the, bump back there. Gap probably going to close up with Margate, who again is just trying to limp around and get as much life out of the engine and those tires as he possibly can. Perea will be able to stay out there longer by going this strategy. And maybe hopefully hold Souza back. So we're holding, before it's been up at about 3 seconds, and now we're holding at 2 to 2.5. So the lead not as big as maybe it could be. And I think I'm going to try going down to low on Perea's engine. See if he still sticks in that position or not. Just trying to experiment with different things. Yeah, now I've got to go up to neutral on the tires here for Margate, because these basically getting them down to nothing. Indeed you are. And I'm going to send Perea into the pits after this lap. And he still has super softs that are perfect conditions, so I might as well, yeah, just stick with those. And since that's what he's doing... Oh my goodness. No, don't do that. Well, there's no point in being too worried about this. There's Perea going in. Here's Margate. He's driving really well, by the way. But he's going to need to go in. Try and pick up the softs this time. We'll just see how that works. Gonna have to at least go neutral here. Probably want to attack some with Perea. Pick up some positions. And yeah, the 8th lap seems to be about as much as I can get. And it just makes such a big difference when other cars go into the pit the same lap as opposed to spending a lap in traffic. So that's what we're going with. I'm going to go with medium on the engine. See what we can get out of these tires. Coming out in 10th. Pretty similar to what I remember before. He's got Sousa right behind him with the medium tires on. Should be able to pull away from him, I would think. Now let's push a little more on your tires there. Now it's just a case of how much we can get out of these. I'd like to stick it neutral on the engine and then push the tires harder to get by here. Yeah, now let's start getting through the traffic if we can. Come on, let's get around some people here, Margate. Perea trying to work his way up through the traffic. Be nice if they succeed in doing that and blocking some guys off. There's Margate up to 7th. And is he good at nice pass there to get by Johnson into 6th. Let's back off the tires some now. You see Sousa back there in 11th. So we should start to see a gap, I'm going to hope. Yeah, there's Perea. Alright, you back people off now. I'd like to start seeing a gap open up. Sousa 2 seconds behind, almost. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I know you're having problems with your parts. Yep. That's going to happen, and what's also going to happen is that you've got to make it around a couple more laps, at least. And there's Perea trying to hold back Sousa. Almost 2 second gap now, and we need to get moving past these cars. I think I really want to attack here with these tires. Get around, up to 5th. Because the tires still have a decent amount of wear. We're not going to be out here for all that wear. So let's just push them hard. And see how that goes. Perea staying just in front of Sousa. That gap now up to 2.5 seconds. Another car going into the pits. Margate 3rd. And I'm liking the looks of this right now. I don't care if you can get past Capello. I really don't. You stick right where you are ahead of Sousa. So and I love the open track. I've got to back off to neutral here. But I love the open track that Margate has. How far back is Sousa now? Yeah, so that's like 4.5 seconds, which is beautiful. Brakes haven't gone down too much. Well, now he's going to start whining about it. Yeah, I think I can milk these for even more. Yep, I do want you to do that. I didn't realize how low they'd gotten. You get moving. Back off on the engine a bit. So Margate now gaining very much on the leaders, and we can push a little bit more here. Perea is going to want to come in this time, and he's going to need to switch on to mediums now in order to get through the rest on this pit stop. He's not going to be able to be very aggressive. He's pretty much done. Margate, I think, is going to go one more lap, so it should be 17. Came in at lap 8 and lap 17. You know, I think I can get him around on softs. I have second stint of softs here. I think that's what I want to be looking at. The gap to Sousa about 6 seconds now. Let's get softs again, and of course we're going to have to fix those brakes so that you can finish the race. Hopefully this isn't going to set us back too far, but I think we're in the best shape that we've been, which may not be saying all that much. Perea's out in 16th, so he's got a lot of work to do. Margate closing up the gap on Bagelman in first. And he's got 6.5, close to 7-second lead on Sousa, but now he's got to come in. Get those brakes repaired. Yeah, I want to start by pushing on the tires here. Okay, we are in 13th. It's time to make up some ground. Maybe go down to neutral on the tires for the moment. And it's too early to be more aggressive with the engine. If we are going to be able to do that at all, we're going to be doing it late. So we've got a 3.5 second gap. We're just going to try to run around. Perea up to 10th at the moment. So Perea, let's do your thing. Slow people down. keep Barsati there so that we can catch him. Oh, well. Alright, that's not what we were looking for. And when we catch, we want to definitely have you let us through. Margate under pressure now from King. No reason why I can't push with the tires. Whoa, look at that. Who was that? I think that was Barsati. It was Barsati. Sousa's still out there, but there's no way he's going to make it on those tires. And we are 24 seconds in closing. We're definitely going to be closer to him than before. Margate moving up. And so is Perea. So we're moving up through the field. King now about 2 seconds behind. Come on, Margate, let's make this pass. Get inside. Get past Colombo. There we are. Up to 8th. We just want to keep it rolling now with... Still got lots of time left. We are almost... Yeah, Sousa there just began the 22nd lap, 7 to go. So we don't want to be in too much of a hurry here. In fact, I'm just going to go back to neutral on the tires. I want to be able to push later. And the difference to the leader doesn't seem to be changing, so Sousa's probably going to come back out on super softs like he did last time. And we got to be ready to give it everything we have at that point. Now starting to catch him as his tires go bad, and he should have come in already, I think. Margate now up to 6th. 6 laps to go. I'm liking our chances right now. Yep, there's enough fuel, but it's not all I'm interested in. What is Perea? Yeah, Perea's car may fall apart before the end of this race, but I'm not going to care. And there it is, 23.4 seconds, but Sousa going into the pits. Margate just up to 5th. Oh, he is ahead of Sousa, but not by much. Okay, we're going to have to push here. Definitely going to have to push. And let's slow you back down. I want to use everything left in Perea. Slow down. I want to use everything left in Perea to back behind here. What do we have left? I'm gonna push even with Margate a little bit. It's a risk. I need to get him up there to where Perea is. Come on, let him by. Let him by and then do your thing. That's what I want. Fourth Margate. No, shoot. That's not what I wanted, and it looks like Sousa's going to win now. Gotta keep pushing. I've got no choice. Oh, there's oh, that's not Sousa. That's Durant. Doggone it. Let's get around Durant. Said get around Durant. Indeed it is, but we don't have any choice. Second to last lap. Schultz's tires have got to be dying. Yeah, we're losing ground. There's nothing left for it. We got to go all out this last lap. And even doing that, we're losing ground. Barring a miracle here, it's just going to come up short. Oh, man. I thought we had it. Finishes third within 2.5 seconds. So that's a big improvement, but not good enough. Just restart it now. And that one was close enough that I want to retry the same basic strategy. Just see if I can execute it a little better. There's one other possibility. Actually, though, maybe I'll switch it up. I'm going to try to go with medium tires on the middle stint and just push the crap out of them and then switch to super sauce for the end, like Sousa's doing. Because if we can be on the same tires Sousa is at the end, maybe we have a better chance to hold him off. So maybe play against his strategy. Just going to give that a whirl. But here we are with our usual thing, Margate to the front, and of course the big question is Perea. How fast Perea gets up above Sousa is really critical. Yep, and Margate, Sousa continuing to battle, and I've still got to stay flat out. It seems to be about the same. You get that battle for part of the first lap, and then there it is. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And we're right where we want to be by the end of the first lap. We're just hoping to extend that lead. So this first stint here is really, I think, pretty much by rote or by formula at this point. Perea holding everybody back, trying to in any case. And I like Ricci getting ahead of Sousa when that happens, because Sousa seems to be consistently the top rival. She's a real pain in the butt. And of course, always the question here, what do I do when Pereira's tires get low? As they're starting to do now. And I think I want to do this, have him accelerate, and then be able to back off the speed again more later in the stint. I think that's going to be the best plan that I have. So 2.3 on Sousa, 2.0 on Ricci. Sousa down to 5th. Well, that would be great if that held. Now let's see if we can back off some more. Of course, the gap has closed down. It's not going to be much longer until I have to up the mode here for Margate. And the lap 5, Sousa 3 seconds back. That's some good fortune for us. Let's go up to neutral. And then, of course, I actually think I should be on medium here, just to have the speed going up. I think that's probably a mistake, because going on low is to conserve the car. But I don't know. Yeah, I didn't mean to be doing that. Doggone it, push. Hard to keep an eye on everything sometimes. I think maybe going on medium, I don't know if I can get enough out of the car, enough length, but it is going to help with the distance as far as how far I can get ahead. Sousa now at 3.5 seconds. That's the biggest lead I've had at this point in the game. Point in the race, I should say. And yeah, it's lap 7. Pereira normally pits on lap 7. Let's grab some more Super Softs. Four seconds now on Sousa, and Sousa's had to burn the tires in traffic there too. So really liking all of that. Let's see how this gap holds. Sousa up to 4.5 seconds now. Ricci at 3 seconds back, not catching us despite everything. We definitely want to go in. Question is, do we want to come out in the softs, or do we come out in the mediums and burn them? And thing is, we're going to have to work our way through traffic without burning the engine. That's the thing that keeps me wanting to go back to softs. And, you know, the super softs, gosh, they get that performance boost, but they just don't last. They don't last long enough. I need the length that we're going to get from the regular softs. The mediums go through traffic, or the super soft now. The mediums won't go through traffic, but then the super softs at the end will hold off Sousa better. You know what? I think we were close enough last time. It's not broke. I keep changing my mind, but if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm going with here, for better or worse. And we're going to see a bunch of cars, of course, coming in here. and we'll see how we're doing. Yeah, 4+ seconds. Sousa getting up to second place, but really having trouble with the tires in order to do it. Margate normally comes out in 10th. And that's the way it's going to be again, with Perea right behind. That's beautiful. Hey, let's tell everybody else to slow down a bit here, Perea. Do that thing you do. Margate can just run solid. See how much we can extend this gap. Alright, now let's start pushing and get through this traffic. Last time you had a little bit of extra tire wear even in these things. I think so. If we get stuck behind somebody, I might just go to even up another level on the tires. Get around. Okay, I think I might want to just go to attack. Let's just make this happen. Not for very long, just for long enough. There we go. Back to neutral. What's the gap back to Sousa? It's 2.8 seconds. Let's have that grow, shall we? I want to have Perea switch things up a little bit there. Get some life back in his tires before he starts backing off again. Alright, let's push again, and we're starting to have problems now. We don't like the brakes at lap 12. And we're going to need to put up with them for a little while longer. Let's go with the tires there. We've got to get through these positions. Let's get up past 4th. Yeah, there's a several second gap, so if I can get up there. I'll try to back off a little more with Perea. Come on, Margate. Make that pass. Make that pass. There we are. Back off to neutral. Oh, actually, push. Let's push. Get that temperature up just a bit more. Okay, we have 3.7 seconds back to Sousa. Not as much as I was hoping. I was hoping to extend that more, but a couple more laps of this, who knows? It's up to 4 seconds now. More cars coming in, and of course the key stop going to be coming up soon. Gap really starting to grow now, I think. And I'm loving that. Oh goodness, yes, I did it again. Hopefully I can still stay ahead of Sousa, doing it that way. Yep, the lead is up over 5 seconds now. Brakes are indeed spongy. We got to get everything out of him we can, though. A couple more laps to make as far as I did last time. Yeah, let's back off to neutral now. Margate coming up on Durant. And Perea holding on in front of Sousa. And there goes Durant into the pits, so that's good timing. Bagelman's going to be having to pit soon. Oh, very aware of that, I am. And yeah, I think you've got to come in. Got 12 laps to go. You're not going to make it on the softs. You're going to have to switch to mediums, no repairs. And that's your last stop. Margate, though, just keep right on trucking. And we are just over 6 seconds ahead of Sousa. Very similar to last time. Very similar race. Yeah, we're going to go around one more time. We're going to take the lead here. There we go. We're going to pit. We're going to get another pair of softs. Again, you can see the laps expected have gone down, but come in, you're going to fix that. Just push those tires, whatever little bit is left in them. It's a 6-second gap with Sousa again. And I think I waited another lap longer than last time. So we'll see if that's better or worse. Should have fresh tires. But yeah, 6.5 seconds. That's where it was before. And Margate dropping positions like crazy. .13th. I want to say that's where he was before. It's close if it's not. Definitely want to stay on push because I've got Leclerc behind me in super softs and King's ahead. Okay. Well, I definitely want to have Perea back, do some backing of cars up. And of course, allow the teammate through. Trying to box him in between my two drivers and get through with Margate. Past one. And the gap behind Sousa is actually, it looks like it's 2 or 3 seconds higher now than it was before he pitted last time in the last race. So that's, I'm not feeling real good about that right now. Come on, Margate, accelerate away. Oh, Sousa already pitted. We're that far behind him. But on the other hand, that's not very many laps to go. His tires are going to be in trouble at the end. I'm surprised he pitted this soon. It's 7 laps to go on super softs. I don't know about that. A very interesting finish here, I think. I'm going to play it out, see what happens. Up to 7th and 8th now. 6 laps to go. Finally starting to open a little bit of a gap with Margate and Preya, but not much. 5 laps left. Gap slowly widening still. It's awful big. And we need to start passing some of these guys. I'm going to go attack. Come on, Margate. Pretty sure Fiore's gonna have to pit at least. Not sure about the others. I'd imagine Bagelman will come in also. I think we just didn't do well enough going through traffic. All that slowdown right after the pit stop. Having Preya slow him down into Margate, that might have been actually counterproductive. Of course, it's easy to second guess, but Sousa running away now. 3 laps to go. It looks like he's going to have the tires to make it. And yeah, it's pretty obvious that this is not working out. Didn't have this much trouble when I just sort of quickly tested out this challenge. Probably a couple months ago or whenever it was, but not going great at the moment. We are finally going to get by King. This is the last lap. Seuss's tires are going, but yeah, this is over.